Did you know the CIA actually ran a real-life version of Stranger Things? No Demogorgons, no 11. But there were drugs, hypnosis, and a whole lot of, what if we control people with science? It was called Project MK Ultra, and it started in the 1950s when the CIA decided the Cold War wasn't terrifying enough. They wanted to see if they could create a real-life Manchurian candidate, a person whose mind could be hacked, wiped, and reprogrammed. So they got creative. And by creative, I mean insane. They dosed unsuspecting people with LSD, spies, soldiers, prisoners, random civilians, even one poor guy at a party who thought he was just having punch. Sometimes they'd give it to people without telling them, just to see what happens. Spoiler, it never went well. The project's goal was to explore mind control, psychic power, hypnosis, truth serum, and anything else that sounded vaguely like a 1950s comic book. They even looked into remote viewing and psychic spies, ideas that later spun off into another project called Stargate, where they tried to teach soldiers to see across time and space. Meanwhile, in secret CIA labs, scientists tried to unlock hidden human potential. Translation: they gave people enough hallucinogens to see next week. The experiments got darker. Some were conducted in prisons and hospitals, including the infamous Allen Memorial Institute in Canada, where patients were kept asleep for weeks and blasted with repeated messages like, "You are a good mother." That's not therapy, that's a broken radio. Eventually, the truth came out in the 1970s, when Congress started asking questions like, hey, why is the CIA running a discount version of Hogwarts on acid? When the files were revealed, they found 149 sub-projects, thousands of subjects and almost no results, except a pile of lawsuits and a PR disaster. The director of the CIA even ordered most of the records destroyed before the investigation. But the legend lived on, and decades later, Stranger Things took the idea of psychic kids in government labs and ran with it. Except in real life, it wasn't monsters from another dimension. It was just the US government being weird, paranoid, and a little too curious about what happens when you mix LSD with science. So yeah, the Upside Down might be fiction, but MK Ultra was 100% real. And honestly, it might be scarier. Now you know, smart history odd for dumb times. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.